Oh, did you hear that?
What? Oh, that's what that was?
Oh,
I heard
God.
it.
That was so good. That felt so great.
I might be asshole. Damn it.
Sorry. ADHD, I'm sorry. It's like, I like hearing it. I keep doing it, but I keep forgetting how
I can
loud.
hear it too.
Yes.
I can hear it too.
I keep thinking it's just me.
Hello and welcome.
Hi,
Damn. I'm your host, Priya.
Melli.
And
We're here again. Another day. Not a single dollar. Another day, not a single dollar.
Not yet.
Anyways, what are we up to?
Today's
What are we on
topic
tonight?
is called Pretty Privilege.
Must be nice.
What you mean?
I wouldn't know anything about that.
You never had pretty privilege before?
I probably have, but it's probably like something small.
I had sprinkle throughout my life.
Like here and there. But it's like, it's not something that I realized was pretty privileged until afterwards.
Yes. So like one of my scenarios was like my junior year of high school. I took automotive class because like my dad was a mechanic, my brother's a mechanic. I was surrounded by it, so I was like, well, let me take the class. It'll be easy, and it was fun. But I was the oldest one there, and I was the only female aside from one other female. And the rest of the guys, it was like maybe 6 other guys, and they were all sophomores, so they were younger, immature. They were, So like I would sit in the front row, and they would all like in like next to me and like surround me. And like when there's like a table by the door, and it would have like all the textbooks and stuff. So when the professor or teacher would tell us to go get the textbooks and stuff, they would all go. I usually wait because like it's a whole chaos there. So once it dies down, then I'll go get my book. And they started like bringing me back a book, and like I mean like not just one of them, like all it was like 3 of them that brought back books, and I'm like,
oh God, so interesting.
And I was like, I've never had that happen to me. And I was like, moving like that, and I was like, what's going on right now? What's going on right now?
No, I feel
and
that.
And then the teacher was like, guys, she can get her own book. And then he was like, Paige, can you get your own book? Sorry, my name's Priya, but and
please, I would have been like, why?
It was like I was like kind of like taken aback. I was like, okay.
Wow.
People that was like flirt with me, they're really adorable. Because like, they're younger.
Yeah.
Like they had little brother vibes to me, but like they were flirting and passing up. Like they knew they had no chance.
Yeah.
But like they were still past flirts. And, like it was funny. It was very funny and wholesome. But like I was just like, whoa.
That's literally how like what I was saying in the other episode was like teenagers trying to flirt with me. It's like I laugh at that like. So I'm just like, ew. Yeah. But like I laugh at him. I'm like, oh my God.
Like, oh, look at you. Like, and like other times would be like sometimes some people would let, and it's either men or women, it's not always guys. Yeah. That they will let me like skip ahead of them in line or something like that.
Yeah, like I can't think of
now it doesn't happen all the time, but like sometimes like they'll be like,
but like I can't think of an example right now, but like I've had it a few times.
Oh, you're gorgeous. I'm sure you've had some.
I probably just didn't even think of it that way. Like I'm probably just like, oh, thanks. All right, cool. Yeah. Because like I'm a nice person, so like I would think, I think they're just being nice. But no, but one thing I do know is like I don't like when cars wait for me to cross the street anymore. I let them go because I know like when I'm walking past, you're staring at my behind, and I can feel it. Shit. I can feel it. So it's like I don't do it. So like
that is so true. I feel that way too.
So a lot of times, like, if I'm supposed to be crossing somewhere and I see the car stopping, like, I'll pretend to, like, be on my phone or, like, be walking somewhere else.
Like, you're not really having to cross.
Yeah, so that they can go. And if I'm really feeling like a bitch that day, like, they'll stop for me and I'll straight up just walk behind their car. And but I don't know, like, obviously, it's not all the time that my leg itches. It's not all the time that, someone staring at your ass, they genuinely just letting you cross. Yeah. But yeah, I just
so
yeah, I don't like it because like I could tell,
especially
even if I'm not wearing anything like tight. Yeah. It's like I still know like they're just looking at me. I'm just like, no, I don't like this.
Like you're using your niceness to take advantage. Just honest.
I'm not sure why I just did that.
All right, you ready to get into it?
Yes.
All right. All right, story number 1. Am I the asshole for telling my sister to stop saying I have pretty privilege and it's her fault she looks ugly?
Damn. I need context for this because
it's 6 months ago.
Oh, damn.
I have a sister who is 25. I will call her Tessa. I am just going to be blunt and say I look better than her. It's due to her not taking care of herself at all. When I was staying active, she was not. I spent money to get skincare and keeping my hair nice. She doesn't. She doesn't dress nicely either. She is always in sweats, even going somewhere nice. Overall, I just look better than her. She has the money to do these things, she just doesn't. Now, every time I see her, she will comment something about the way I look. If I tell a story that turns out good for me, she will tell me it's because I'm pretty and so on. I assume she is jealous and I have talked to her about it. Now, she said pasted, but I'm assuming passed. I just passed my test to get my license for my job.
With that spelling? I'm kidding. Sorry. But you put pasted instead of passed. I have to call it out.
I was telling the story at dinner and she told me I passed since I was pretty.
Oh my god.
Makes no sense. I had enough and told her to stop saying I have pretty privilege and that it's her fault that she looks ugly, not mine. She left the table after calling me we're not gonna say it, we're the C word. And my family.
See you next Tuesday. That's what she said. That's what she called her.
And my family is split.
No, you're not the asshole. It's like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you have to look your absolute best every single day.
No.
But do put effort into your appearance.
And like, that's exactly what she's
something as simple as skincare. Like my entire appearance has changed so much. Like since the beginning of this year, because like I'm really like getting into learning how to dress for my body type and learning what my personal style is, what looks best on me. Yeah, exactly. And like I don't have to do makeup, but like like I'll at least make sure my hair is done or like that it's neat at least.
Nails are at least neat if you don't go get them done.
Yeah, if you don't do your nails, make sure they're clean. Eyebrows, you don't need lashes. I just like them.
You
but
like
literally something so simple as just having a good moisturizer can.
Like I recently just started even doing like I don't have like face problems with like acne or anything, but like sometimes with texture I do. So like I started doing double cleansing, which I do like an oil-based oil cleanser and then my actual face wash and like changer.
Yeah, I probably need to do that too.
Oh my god, I've only been doing it a couple times now.
I actually need an exfoliant and I need to go. There's this rose water toner that I need to go get and I keep forgetting to buy. But besides the point, your lack of your sister's lack of I guess we could say preparation in a sense, or her lack of
like
putting herself together,
due diligence with yourself,
basically. Like has nothing to do with
like if she's comparing herself to you so hard, like okay, do you see the effort that OP is putting into herself compared to what you're doing?
Yeah, or that's what I meant to say. Like you putting yourself together has nothing to do with her not wanting to try. And like, don't get me wrong, it could also be some of the things could be pretty privileged, but passing your driver's test is not.
It has nothing to do with how she looks like you.
Oh my god, I passed my driver's test on the first try. I was so proud of myself. Yes.
I was 1 point off because I forgot. You know when they tell you like park like downhill and you put the E. I forgot the E because we don't.
I didn't do that.
We don't have hills here.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like a thing, but that was the only point. But they have to take a point off something. They do that. They have to take a point off somewhere. It can't be like a perfect score.
Oh, fuck that. I would have been a perfect score, but because I didn't turn on my indicator when I was parking. And I was just like, bitch, who in the real world uses their unless it's like you're letting the other car know that you're going to take this spot. No one uses their indicator to park. You just swing into that bitch
the only time
and call it an A.
In reality, the only time you do that is when you see another car.
Exactly. There. But like you said, he has to take off a point because it couldn't be perfect. But yeah. But I was perfect. Like, bitch, so was I. I'm not gonna use a fucking indicator to get into a parking spot.
No, but like for this, I guarantee you, if her sister started like doing skincare routine,
because I'm sure she's just as pretty.
She goes out, I'm sure like your genetics are, so far, like I'm sure at least a bit more appealing than what she is for sure.
I feel like she's the sister. OP's sister is definitely pretty. It's just the lack of, trying.
Yeah, trying.
The lack of effort. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah. Cause like I'm sure, like I said, like if she,
and again, like you don't have to do anything crazy. Like you don't have to pound your face with makeup every day. But get up, wash your face, brush your hair out.
She doesn't even dress up when she goes to somewhere nice.
Oh yeah, so, like, no. I mean, like
okay, I guarantee you, like let OP's sister do the routine that OP does for a week and see the difference.
A day.
Yeah.
Exactly. A day, literally all it would take.
Also the confidence that will come with it, because this girl sounds so insecure.
I think that's what it is. It's like she, or maybe she doesn't. So like I'm not completely like banking on her because maybe she isn't. She doesn't necessarily know how to do makeup and all that stuff. But honestly, just a little.
Ask your sister.
But instead, she's choosing to be insecure and like talking shit. So
and
which is
you're,
true.
Like being like hostile towards her.
Exactly, which is true.
Yeah.
But it's just like literally just a little bit of research. Take your measurements for your body.
We have YouTube, we have TikTok, we have everything.
Exactly. That's what I figured. Listen, I started dressing like my Venus sign, which is Scorpio. I started dressing for my body type. You take your measurements. You literally go online.
Get things tailored.
Body calculator or whatever. Take your measurements at home. You put it into the in online, and it tells you what shape you have or whatever according to your measurements. You literally go to TikTok. It'll give you what your body type is. You go to TikTok, outfits for this body type. And then if you have a long torso versus a shorter torso, because I have a short torso, so I know that it's not flattering for me to wear high waist jeans. So even though I have an hourglass figure and just about anything fits, high waist jeans do make me look
shorter or like
square.
Square.
Yeah,
makes me look boxy.
Makes me look boxy.
And see, for me, that I don't have like a super tall torso, but I think like
it's longer.
It's longer than yours.
Yeah,
high waisted jeans look like phenomenal, and my body shape too.
Exactly. So yeah. I would I wear low rise jeans or mid rise jeans with like a longer crop top type of like.
There's so many things, and like
it's not
hard. It's really not that
it's
hard.
Really not. Like once you have the basics, or like you at least have like an idea of what kind of outfits you're supposed to be wearing.
If you have like a specific top and you've been wearing it a certain way, and then you like start like, say if it's like a oversized sweater and you've been wearing it just like chunky sweater, and then you just like one day just tuck like part of it on.
Like you just experiment.
It's like a silhouette,
everything else. It changes
everything. It's no, but
which is something that I've been doing lately. Like really getting into my style and like experimenting with different outfits, colors, styling the clothes, stuff like that. But yeah.
So the top comment says, "Not the asshole. Your sister seems insufferably insecure.
Facts.
If she won't take care of her vanity, she reaps what she sowed." Like we said. Maybe give her some skincare tips, like getting sleep, staying hydrated, maybe even recommend a facial moisturizer.
Literally, something so simple.
Give her a solution to her problem. Might raise self-esteem. Of course, she already has self-esteem issues. I'm sorry, based on how she after her sister. If she doesn't take that advice and run with it, then she's her own problem fully. She's no longer has a valid reason to complain about you being more prettier than her. Family torn? ? Tell them you tried helping her with her health and skincare. They can't really complain then. Jealousy is hideous anyways. Oof.
Sad.
And this person also said, edit, I just want to say that I personally don't agree with the specific insult OP used against her sister. However, OP's sister has been essentially just stating you're nothing without your looks, making OP's achievements less deserving of
Wait, real
praise.
quick, what was OP's insult to the sister?
She was ugly.
Huh? Like, it's not my fault. Yeah, okay, never mind.
Yeah. OP got a work license, so I don't think OP can be assumed to be 16. Oh, I guess someone said she was younger. Oh my god. I don't blame anyone for assuming OP. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know pasted was probably auto-corrected. I'm just being a dickhead.
Yeah. Next time
she spelled past right the second time.
She spelled the second time. Next time she tries it, OP needs to tell her your insecurity is exhausting and just walk away. Do that over and over. True. So there's only so much you can also take by one person.
Like, girl, that's your business. You're the one that's not trying to put yourself together.
Also, even if she was, let's say she was getting pretty privileged, like if that was the case, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what?
Literally.
Like, she's not doing it on purpose. And even if she was, she can't change how she looks. And she's not going to, like, undermine
pretty privilege is just offered to you. You don't go around asking for it.
Honestly, like, I know some people do use it to an advantage.
Yeah, for sure.
Fault,
they try to.
Yeah, or they try to. But, like, clearly OP wasn't. But, like, even if she was getting things for her, first of all, her test wouldn't even count because, like, that's just not possible. But, like, it was just...
Well, if she's fucking the instructor, which I don't think she is.
Well, I'm just gonna left her, girl. Sorry. We're not going there. We're not going there.
No, but jokes aside.
Someone said, so you agree that she is ugly. Unkept does not equal ugly. Unkept may not be ugly.
With everything, that's what you chose to comment. Obviously, unkept, goddamn, does not mean ugly. But you're purposely missing the point of the story.
She's making herself more ugly because of her attitude towards her sister and like her.
No, facts. Honestly, I could see someone who is so beautiful, but the moment I start seeing like not character flaws, but like they're like this.
They're not a good person.
Malicious person. Yeah. Like their physical looks like actually changed to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like you actually start looking ugly. Like
that is
the more I find out.
That is and that goes for me for like with like either relationship or like just family or people or anything.
Exactly.
Like you
versus like the more like the more I get to know you, the more beautiful you become. It's just like, oh my gosh, like this person is so fucking beautiful. Like they literally look more beautiful.
Yeah.
As like as you get to know them.
But like if you have a nasty personality or nasty on the inside.
Yeah.
And like you that after a while. People
actually find you, like, start finding you unattractive.
That is so true.
And then the people who would think you're attractive or, like, are head over heels for you are the people who don't actually know you.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Because the people who actually do know you could care less about you.
That is very true, yeah. It doesn't matter whether...
They're like, yeah, you're pretty, but you're a bitch.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Don't call her ugly, but also she called you a C word.
She's probably done...
I feel like she only even called her ugly. I feel like she only called her ugly because she's like getting tired of that shit. Like, bro, like
it's not the first.
Get off my dick. Yeah.
Like she's fed up. So like
yeah. So she's
she's still
not exactly. So yeah. No, never mind. I take it back. I take it back.
Gosh. Story number 2. Am I the asshole for telling my intern she's benefiting from pretty privilege?
Yikes.
That's a fear, maybe. Alright. I, 27, work at a competitive law firm after a year of interning. We bring on a batch of new interns each year, and I'm responsible for supervising a few of them. The group I was supervising is very hardworking. However, I've had a complicated situation come up and think I've handled it the best. I haven't handled it the best.
Probably not.
Last weekend, there was a work party at one of the associate attorney's houses. At the party, I found out my intern, Isabel, 26, female, and a senior associate, Sam, 37, male, are hooking up. Now, I personally am not the type of person to care for or get involved in workplace drama. However, I felt a bit bothered. The senior associates at our firm control which interns get put onto cases. I was an intern just last year, so I understand just how hard it is to get the higher level and interesting cases, and how difficult it could be to show senior associates that you're someone they want on their case. The next Monday, I asked Sam if I could have a private word with him and asked him about his relationship with Isabel. He explained that they met before she started working here and that it wasn't a casual relationship. I made it clear to him that I don't have any interest in interfering, but if I see any preferential treatment towards Isabel, I will have a reason to speak up again and do something about it, out of ethics and fairness to the other interns. He took it well and we moved on with the day. Over the next few days, though, I started noticing more outward interaction between the two and felt uneasy whenever Sam would let Isabel contribute more directly to case preparation compared to the other interns. Then again, I only kept an eye out and avoided getting involved as I hadn't seen anything that could be called blatantly favoritism. But at work today, I had pretty tense interaction with Isabel. Isabel and I were in the workroom alone and she confronted me and mentioned me seeing her and Sam. She tried to explain that it was an external to the firm and had nothing to do with work. But I cut her off before I felt a bit angry. I explained that I don't really want to hear about her and Sam's relationship and don't want to see it either. It makes me uncomfortable knowing that she's living with somebody who could be considered our boss. I told her that me and a lot of others have worked extremely hard to get into this field and reach this firm, and that I will never understand or find any experience that can help me empathize with her situation, as I have never or will ever have enough pretty privilege to be in a scenario where I get into a relationship with my boss. If it's not affecting my work or anyone else's, I want to be left out of the talk or acknowledged of their relationship completely. Isabel seemed very flustered at my response and didn't say anything. She ended up taking her things and leaving the workroom pretty abruptly. I didn't see her for the rest of the day. Was I too harsh in what I said? Am I the asshole for implying that she has been benefiting from pretty privilege? Also, the overall vote on this is everyone sucks. And this was kind of
damn. I feel like you telling her that she's benefiting from pretty privilege was unnecessary, but I can also understand how, like Isabel having that relationship with, someone who's yeah, like he may very well be like, like giving her benefits or something like that. Like it doesn't say for sure, like there's no proof or anything, but
and he knew her prior to her work.
Yeah.
So it's not like she can use the fact as like, oh, she used her pretty privilege to get, move her way up the ladder.
I don't know. I feel like that's more something I feel like that's more something with OP than it is with Isabel.
Yeah, she has such a she have a
like it sounds like that, like when you start working somewhere and like someone who's been there longer than you or older than you, like they don't like you because they feel like you're moving further ahead than them in the company. Yeah. That's what it sounds like. Like you saying, oh, we worked so hard to get here and da da da.
Also, I'm saying maybe she had papers there.
Probably that too. Could be that too.
Murder.
But go to the comments. Like I can't really think about it right now.
The top comment says, everyone sucks here and you seem insufferable. Just report them to HR and be done with it. Don't go around threatening people and getting into arguments at work.
Yeah.
We did comment on that, but it got deleted. So yeah. I wonder what she said. Someone else said, not sure why you are blaming Isabel. The responsible party is Sam. You're the one in a position of authority over her. He is the one that needs to keep it professional. You were quite correct in your approach to him. But you were quite catty to a fairly young adult who may think she is, or maybe in a genuine relationship with Sam. You were brutal in saying that she was less deserving of being there and getting cases than anyone else because she is pretty, and that attracted your boss. And also, there was another question there. Are you being judgmental with her based purely on the fact that she's sleeping with your boss? Situation is not ideal, and ideally, she and Sam shouldn't be working together. But if you can't work with her because you are resentful, then ask for her to be reassigned. You're being unprofessional because she is doing something, and you want to punish her for it doesn't do you any favors. And think about the fact that your boss is hitting on a girl a decade younger. Is he often predator? If not, then even ugly people can benefit from connections at work.
Fucking crazy. Yeah, no, if anything, it's like you should be having this energy towards your boss, Sam.
Yeah.
Like,
someone also was like, "You're the asshole." They're possibly being inappropriate, but even you admit that haven't done anything wrong, anything actionable. However, the way you spoke to her is atrocious and incredibly unprofessional.
Yeah, there was no need for that.
Yeah, that was horrible.
She's jealous.
A little bit.
She's definitely jealous.
Yeah.
Like, if she's trying to explain to you, like, oh, like, this is not what it seems, and you're just, you don't even let her talk, you just cut her off, like, I don't want to hear it. Like, bitch, fuck you.
But, like, she even said it herself in her post that, like, she would never benefit from that because she doesn't have that.
That's your own insecurity.
So she's projecting that animosity towards Isabel.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah, that's your own insecurity. You need to go take care of that yourself. I'm quite certain if you found yourself to be attractive and your boss, could have been any boss, it doesn't have to be this one, found you attractive, and this...
Someone said, "Everyone sucks here. For the record, I was completely on your side until this sentence. I told her that she quoted what, OP said to Isabel. This essentially says that you're not upset about their inappropriate relationship. You're upset that she's pretty enough that her boss would want to date her, which is stepping pretty hard on your own point, or at least the point I think you think you're making, and also is gross on several levels."
Exactly. That's what, like, I was understanding what you were saying. I think so too.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying, like, just what I'm thinking. It's like, there was no need for you to say that. Mm-mm. And again, this is the energy you need to be having for your boss, not for the intern.
Not for her. She didn't do anything.
Girl's just living her life.
Right?
Can't even act.
She's a hater. She sounds like a hater to me.
Don't get me wrong, like, I'm not saying, like, I agree with sleeping with your boss.
Yeah.
Especially to get, like, promotions or whatever. I'm not saying that. I'm not condoning it.
Or she even started working there, unless she, got with him to get the job. Then that's a different story.
Regardless, like, even if it's something that you don't agree with, it's not your business. That's how I see everything. Like, if someone's doing something that I don't agree with, I mean, like, of course, like, if it's, in the sense of, like, maybe socially or, what's it called? That's just, like, not life-threatening to other people.
Yeah.
I just mind my business. Like, if you want to do this, good for you.
Moving along, story number 3. Rant. My experience with pretty privilege. My fellow day? Okay. I secured a 6-month internship at a reputable company through my college placement. It was an exciting opportunity for me to gain practical experience in the field I'm passionate about. To my surprise, another girl from my class also got selected and joined at the same time. Now, I don't mean to boast, but when it comes to coding, I'm pretty darn good. I can confidently say that my coding skills were superior to this girl's, but struggled even with the basic HTML. We would chat occasionally at the office, and being the helpful person I am, I would even lend her a hand with debugging during our Zoom calls. As the internship progressed, I started envisioning a promising future in this company. With just a month remaining before the end of our internship, I approached my manager and inquired about the possibility of a full-time conversation. To my dismay, he informed me that the company was currently experiencing a hiring freeze due to a layoff season, and similar reasons were given to my fellow intern. We both were kind of disappointed with this, but then was just laughing it off, thinking that might be the better things in store for us. Fast forward to the
completion.
Fast forward to the completion of my internship, I decided to head back to my hometown. Little did I know that a few weeks later, news would reach me that the girl, yes, the same one with subpar coding skills, had received an offer from the company. Now, I left here questioning everything. Is this how pretty privilege works? Did my skills and dedication mean nothing in the face of an outward appearance? Where did I go wrong? It's disheartening realizing that this competitive world, superficial qualities seem to trump the competence and hard work.
It sounds like I feel like are your coding skills actually better than hers? I'm not saying that they can't be, but it's like, were you looking at it like, oh, she's only here because she's pretty, like she can't really code?
Yeah, maybe she like sometimes if you're good at something, sometimes you struggle in certain areas than others.
Exactly, it could just be certain areas that she struggles in, but she's great in other areas. Exactly. Where you may not be great. Maybe they selected her for a completely different reason. It may not even be because of her coding skills. It could be something else.
Which brings us to the top comment that says diversity hiring. Hate the game, not the player.
I'm fucking crying. Facts though.
Yeah, it could be that.
I mean, the way it comes off is like, yeah. It comes off kind of catty though, like.
What, the OP?
Yeah.
Like, oh, what pretty privilege compared to my substantial. He even called her skills subpar.
Yeah. Compared to yours. I don't know. Anyway, go to the comments because I haven't.
But someone said, where was the one I wanted to read? Someone said it's mostly a sales pitch, man. Majority of Indian engineers are subpar. Indian female engineers are no different. Majority of them are also technically poor and shift to management because they are not able to handle tech or enough competency. But cheers. Someone said, no, I will say that you are wrong here. Most of them are focused on what business asks them to do. Again, hate the game, not the player.
Yeah, like they could have asked her to do something and she was great at it. Like, not even anything nasty, but like just, like.
Based on how he wrote his post, he could be someone who's like,
it's a he?
He or she, I don't know, I didn't specify. But like, they could possibly be the type of person who's like, oh, I can do this in a better way and not follow rules. Or follow directions. Well.
Or maybe it's like, it could also be a case of like they think their skills are better than they actually are.
They sound cocky.
Yeah.
They sound cocky. And it got to the head and
but if it is
maybe they also just didn't like your personality.
That could be it too. I mean, I don't know, like, the thing is, we're going off of, there's always three sides to a story. There's his side, her side, and the truth. We're going off of one side. It's like, I need to be, with a lot of these situations, it's like, I needed to be a fly on the wall and seeing this happening also, for me to, like, actually come to a conclusion. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, a thought that came into my head is maybe she went back and had, another conversation with one of the employees or, hiring managers or whoever.
Yeah.
Maybe she, like, pitched her, like the other person said, it's a sales pitch. Maybe she, like
maybe while you were back home during those 6 months or something, like she worked on her coding skills.
Exactly.
She got better. You never know.
Turn there and end up getting a job. You don't know what she did or didn't do.
Exactly. So
I don't think that had anything to do with how she looks.
Yeah, same. So you are the asshole.
You're definitely the asshole.
Yep.
Final story number 4.
Oh no.
Midlife crisis, losing pretty privilege, and more.
I don't know why, but that title made me laugh.
Midlife crisis?
Like, midlife crisis, losing pretty privilege, and more. Like, it literally sounds like, for some reason, it sounds like an episode of Friends. I don't know why.
Because it sounds comedic. This was 3 months ago. I just turned 49 a few days ago. I feel invisible. I am terrified of aging. I realize that it's better than the alternative, but regardless, I used to be a model, and I think that has made this a million times worse. I got a lot of positive attention and self-worth for my appearance, and now it feels like it's all gone. I am menopausal? I think she meant premenopausal.
Premenopausal, yeah.
And I can't sleep, among other things. I have tried looking at videos about coming to peace with the aging process, and it hasn't helped. I am relatively in parentheses, happily married and think I look fairly good for my age. I keep on top of my weight and try to exercise as much as I can. I hate caring so much about my looks, but I do. Societally, I think women are just disposable after a certain age. That that is coming from your
projection. Why? Like, I'm not laughing at you or your situation, but that part, that's projection.
That's coming based off of her experience with the modeling thing, because in that.
But I understand though. It's like, after, like, bro, like, you change one little thing, like, you put on 1 pound, they're like, you gotta go.
Yeah.
We don't want you anymore.
There were skinny girls back in the day in movies, and they were called fat and thick. Yeah. They weren't even, like, do you remember the Parkers? Well, I think Lil' Kim was the daughter.
Yeah.
Like, Lil' Kim was perceived as fat. She wasn't.
She wasn't. Girl was sexy as hell.
She was cute. I liked her. My husband was broke with few prospects when we met, and now he is the sole breadwinner who makes way more than I could ever hope to make. And with my sleep and mental health issues, I don't see myself working anytime soon. We still have one child in the house. My husband always gives me positive feedbacks when it never resonates. I still worry that he will leave me for a younger woman. In fact, my stepdad did that to my mom when she was 40, and she spiraled and eventually died.
There we go. There's the issue.
There it is.
There it is.
That has something to do with it. Words of wisdom / comfort, ETA. I am currently in therapy and actually am a licensed therapist.
I think it is just the fact that you used to model. That's like,
you come from that world that has
it's competitive as hell.
Yeah.
So when you're chosen, especially back then, like, she's 40 now, so I can imagine, like, I want to say like 20 years ago, 20 something years ago, when it was extremely competitive. I mean, is she in the US? I'm assuming so.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, especially back then when it was so fucking competitive. Bro, so I can understand, like, when you're chosen back then, like, you're the shit. Like, no one can talk to you.
Yeah.
But no, girl, aging, it's literally a part of life. You can't escape it.
Molded for so many years doing modeling.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Eventually, like,
and then on top of that, like, her stepdad leaving her mom for someone younger,
like, it could happen to her. But it sounds like her husband.
Yes, I was just about to say. It sounds like he's like, babe, like, I still love you. You look good. Like, I know you're aging. You're supposed to. Like, you're not going to look the way that you did at 21 when you do at 49. Yeah. I mean, some of us do, but no. But all seriousness, yeah, chill out. Like, you're good. You're gonna
really not that deep. Like,
as you get older, you're probably gonna shrink too. So you might want to keep that in mind. Did you know that?
Yeah,
I think that's
my mom.
Like, I'm already fat. Like, I'm already as small as can be. Like, now I'm imagining, like, when I'm like fucking 70 or something. Like, am I gonna be like 4'11"? 4'11" or some shit. Oh my god!
Yeah, I think my mom used to be like my height. She used to be 5'2". I think she's like 5'1", 5'.
Damn, that's crazy. But yeah, no, like, I definitely understand where she's coming from and, like, why she's so scared. But, like, there's gonna be a day where you have to understand.
Like,
exactly.
That's something that you can't change and you have no control over. So, like, that you need to come to grasp with and, like, work through the trauma and, like, all the mental.
What your stepdad did to your mom has nothing to do with you and your husband.
That's a him issue, not a general issue.
Yeah.
Someone said, they quoted the part where she said, I still worry that he would leave me for a younger woman. In fact, my stepdad did, yada, yada. This comment combined with your past history of modeling would very much warrant some time with a counselor / therapist. Someone who could help you uncouple your sense of worth with your looks and help you build positive outlook about the future. And Opie says, thank you. I do have a therapist. I actually am a therapist too, or I was before I stopped working, and I am seeing her today and plan to address this with her. I appreciate your input.
You see what I was saying? I'm not a therapist, but I have been to several long time. What the fuck is MDD?
Medical doctor.
I'm assuming that as a therapist, I do that too. I analyze myself. I know why I'm feeling a certain way. I'm like, oh, I feel this way because this happened back then. But then like I never actually like
in the moment.
I never actually like take the time to work through the feeling. I just identify where it's from, and I'm like, okay, I know why I feel this way. Now let's solve it.
Yeah, in I go to therapy, like I learned to like cognitive behavior. So like the situation you're in, okay, how can you get it better? What can you do to make it better? Like what's the roadmap to this? And like if I feel or I think this way about it, that'll affect my emotions towards it. If I feel negative about it, that's gonna affect my emotions towards it, how I react, and like it's like a whole snowball effect.
Yeah. I think I'm hungry. Not even gonna lie to you. Let me see. Hormone replacement
therapy has changed my life. Try estrogen patches and IUD with progesterone. Oh, ginger. Oh, maybe. It's like, maybe. I don't think she needs to do that yet. I think she needs to
I think she needs to start with the mental aspect of it, which is therapy. And then afterwards, we can talk about like, not even if it's not helping, but then we could talk about like supplements and stuff like that. But for now, you need to take care of the mental first. And that's where everything starts, up here. But good luck to you though. Like is it sympathize or empathize? Sympathize. Okay.
Like you're
I can never. Yeah. But like I get, like, I understand though, but honestly, it's literally just because of like her
situation,
her dad, and like her being a model before. So 20-something years ago in the modeling industry, do you know what that shit was like?
It was horrible. Like they would starve themselves, and like it was bad.
Bro.
They would like.
I heard this one rumor that they would like basically drink orange juice out of a cotton ball, like they dip it in the orange juice and like suck on the cotton. I don't fucking know. It might be a lie. It's just something that I heard like a while back.
There was like a lot of things that I heard back in the day because like, they didn't want smile lines, they didn't want this, and like I love smile lines because like you laugh a lot, you smile a lot. Why would you not want that?
Nah, like they want your face to look as smooth as a baby's bottom.
Yeah. And then you're like she said, the clothes will want you at a certain age, and then you feel like shit.
Unless you magically look. Like at the age of 35, you look exactly how you looked at 41. They're gonna kick you to the curb. Like, all right, your days are over.
Like you can imagine like how she probably like.
Yeah, I feel like it probably even started when she stopped modeling.
Like made her feel that way. She's just feeling that.
It's just her.
Yeah. So
I think like the main thing though. I think. One of the main things though, like apart from like what her dad did, I think the main thing might even be like this feeling of it started when she stopped modeling. And like when she realized she couldn't get any more gifts.
Yeah.
I feel like that's why I was
like saying that earlier.
She looked in the mirror like
when she started like getting rejected and all those things, and then on top of that, the emotion that came from her stepdad with her mom, and like all these things around that same realm.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
So she needs to like that person that commented uncouple these associations with each other and like. Separate it and work on it.
Yeah, good luck in therapy. I hope you get through it. Don't go getting any, don't go doing anything to your face. Like, aging is natural.
Also,
it's a part of life. Like, but I do wish you the best.
I also want to say that, like, pretty privilege only goes so far. Like, you have a loving husband, you have kids that love you, you seem to have a good heart. Like,
you don't need to worry about that. Trust me. Yeah, you're worried about the wrong things, though. Yeah. You're good. Just continue going to therapy, work yourself through this. You got this. But I understand though. I understand.
It'll be hard, but it'll work out.
Yeah.
That's all.
She'll be fine.
That's all we have for you today.
Yeah. Good luck. XOXO. Hugs, kisses. Prayers.
All right. See you on the next episode.
Bye.
Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.